Hello, everybody. Welcome to Make It Monday. We are talking machine specialty presser feet today.
Yep.
All right. So, Amy and Jim. So, hello and welcome to Monday.
Yep.
So, we know I've been on this like kind of beef thing about the people on TikTok sewing and
Yeah.
Instagram, and I'm grateful young people are sewing, and it's nice people sewing. And yes, everybody should share what they do and love, but I want to jump through the screen when I see them using the wrong foot.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they're making it harder to get that project done or that technique
or the
done.
results isn't as good, right?
Yeah.
They're teaching other people, but if they just would have opened their manual, they would have found out that's not what that foot's for.
Take their owner's lesson.
Just call and ask me before you do your video. I'll help you look amazing.
So which two was your biggest beef?
The biggest beef is this guy right here. That's it. That is not an edge guide stitching foot. That is a blind hem foot.
Yep.
And it's offset. So the bottom, the guide is higher and the foot is lower.
Yep.
You can't sew yourself a straight nothing with that foot.
Yep.
So
it's for blind hem.
It's blind hem foot. There are specific feet that are just machine specific guided feet that have guides that are flat.
Kind of like that one where it says right in it, stitch in the ditch foot.
That's a stitch in the ditch foot, right? That's that little rudder to run in the seam of your like binding, top stitching a skirt band on, quilting in the ditch. Once your fabric is secured, that's that. Hi, Susie girl.
And pretty much every brand has their own version.
Every brand has something, right? It's kind of hard to see in that package, but it has that little flange that goes down the middle that parts the seam. But
right there.
Right. But usually seam guides are an attachment that slide left and right. So when you're using that crazy foot. So that's the Bernina one, right?
Yeah.
The Bernina one has that little flange like sticking between its toes.
But yeah.
It has like a little,
it's like you're wearing sandals in a way. And
yeah. Oh, hi, Terry. Terry loves her stitch in the ditch foot. I do too. It's a foot I can't live without, actually.
Yeah.
And
this blind hem foot, one of the difference too is the back when you see it has that same little rudder, but half of the foot is textured, so it grabs onto the fabric because it's multi-layered.
So that's another example of that is not a stitch in the ditch foot.
No.
That's a blind hem foot. And because they all look so similar, because there's an extra pin up in underneath here that keeps the stitches from puckering up, on your hem. So, and this is a flat flange. The flange on this guy is tilted, so it actually pushes the ditch apart, right? So it's like a 5-degree angle, so it pushes the ditch apart. So that's kind of my beef for the day, right? So yeah, this is a Janome blind hem foot.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that pin. See that pin in the middle of the opening of the oval opening, right? So that pin, if that pin is there, you have a blind hem foot.
Yeah.
If the pin is not there, you may have a stitch in the ditch foot. But you can see how crooked this lays, right? So it's tilted. Let me try to. But one side is higher than the other, and see how the foot doesn't lay straight.
Yeah, it kind of rocks a little bit.
It kind of rocks itself a little bit. So that is why. Hi, Barbara. We're glad you made it. Hey, Denise. Yeah. So I guess two things should happen. I need to stay off TikTok, right? I'm just mind-bendingly doing.
Well, it's hard for
my brain in a job.
Somebody like you that's been in the business for years, educating people the right way to use feet, and these people that are influencers showing them how not to use it correctly.
Right.
In a way.
And I don't want to. I'm happy that the world's sewing, right? We're seeing garment sewing coming back. We're seeing all kinds of great things. I'm grateful for that. It just makes me mad when somebody is a brand ambassador or someone who has that thinks they're teaching the world something, but it's wrong. And then they show up at the store complaining about why their stitches look so bad. Well, that's not an edge guide. That's a blind hem foot.
And their first line of defense is the machine's not sewing well.
The machine's not sewing well, right? We see that a lot.
Well,
I think at least once a week someone comes in and says, "Oh, there's something wrong with my machine," and I'm like, well, why are you using this foot? Well, so and so used it on her video. Well, you need to send so and so a message and tell her your project's messed up. Yeah, so that's it's a pet peeve. It's a crabby Monday today.
Yeah.
The holiday was yesterday. I didn't want to come to work.
We should have called off sick. No.
We should have called off sick, but it doesn't happen.
We're devoted.
We're devoted.
That's it.
That's all you can say.
And maybe in some people's defense too, sometimes when you watch those videos and you see that foot, it's like, oh, I got that foot because it looks similar to, but it's a different brand. And just because it looks similar doesn't mean it's the same foot.
All right. If someone says, oh, this is a blind hem foot, and you go to order it, it's hard because you need to make sure, is it a 5 millimeter, a 7 millimeter, a 9 millimeters? Does it fit my Janome? Does it fit my, like a lot of the, I'm going to say entry level machines is maybe we'll say $400, $500 and under, pretty much all use the same low shank 5 millimeter foot.
Yeah.
But when you start brand splitting, Bernina is his own person, right? You
Yeah,
can't, a Bernina foot fits a Bernina in a discussion. Janome, brother and baby luck, of course, share feet because they're the same manufacturer.
Mm-hmm.
And some Janome feet fit brother, but you have to know how big that oval opening is on your throat plate. That's so important to know that, right? So anyway. Okay, everybody. Well, I think that's kind of our grumpy rant for today. Oh, and then, of course, I just a little blurb on the tariff thing, right? I am not panicking, although my fabric manufacturers and machine manufacturers are, touting raises and this and that as much as 40%. It will cripple us. We are seeing some shortages in needles. If my stuff isn't on the water, then on its way here, then we could see some issues. So grab a couple extra packs of needles while you're out. I don't want to be what's the word everybody's using now? A panicist or a panicking or something. Mm-hmm. I don't want to do that, but a couple extra spools of black and white thread and some needles just to get you through. I think the dust is going to settle. I think everything's going to be okay in the end. No worse to wear than what we are. And unfortunately, some manufacturers are going to use this just to raise prices and
take advantage of people.
Take advantage of it. So just keep your eyes open. If you buy something and somebody says, "Oh, I have to charge you a tariff," it's too soon for anybody to be paying tariffs. Mm-hmm. So please, I see that. And the other thing, I had a customer come in on Saturday in tears. The Joann's emails. The Joann's website is closed. The emails are closed. Do not fall for the scam of getting an email from Joann Fabrics and ordering, because good chance you're not going to get it.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a lot of scammers out there taking care of the Joann. Yeah. The ads are popping up on Pinterest, Facebook. It is not Joann's.
Right. Because their warehouse closed over a year ago.
Yes.
So before all the bankruptcy and everything, their warehouse was gone at least 2 years ago.
Yeah. So just be careful. Know where you're ordering from.
Yeah.
Temu, Shein, all those places now have false websites attached to them. And so I guess this comes down to if it's too good to be true, too good to be true. So I guess it is Rant Monday. It's Rant Monday, dang it. So anyhow, all right, what I want you to do today, get in your sewing room, take a look around. I want you to clean up 3 things. Pick up a pile, put your tools back, do 2 things to get organized. So when you sit down with a clean mind, you can start and create, right? So that's your job today. Right?
And then tomorrow, go shopping at your local clothing.
Come here and buy more stuff.
Yeah.
No, I can't work in a cluttered space. So I want you to go clean up. It'll feel better and start a fresh project. It'll all be good.
And the flip side of that, one time I went in, have the privilege of going into Eunice Farmer's studio.
Yeah.
And it was immaculate, down to the white tile floor and the white carpeting that was on it. And I just said, "This is amazing." And she said, "It's terrible." And I went, "Why?" And she goes, "I'm not being creative." Right. So she said, if it's sterile like that, you can't be creative.
Well, I disagree with Eunice Farmer. I like a clean space. So,
but she felt it was creative. But anyway.
All right, everybody. Have a terrific Monday. Enjoy your day. Go enjoy something. Go start something. Start a project.
Yeah.
Go sew a few seams and get your mind warmed up. Oh, Reen said she loves the vine on my shirt. This is Caesar. What does Stephanie call it? Unicorn? Yeah. I don't know. It says it says, I can totally make that, right? Because
Yeah.
I can, right? You go into the store, you go into Kirkland's, or you go into
Yeah.
what is
I
it,
can make
Home
that.
Goods, and like, "Ooh, I can make that." And $300 later, you made the $50 thing you should have bought.
But the point is, you made it.
I can totally make it. Yes, this is Caesar vinyl. Oh, and Stephanie's coming to the store end of the month. So Stephanie is our beautiful, well, she does everything, embroidery, vinyl, creative cutter, box thing. She does everything. So I need to sell those. Okay, I can figure those up. So
You could totally sell
I could
those.
totally make that. So all right, everybody, go home because you can totally make that. All right, everybody, have a great day because the more you know.
The more you sow.
Bye, everybody.
Hey.